all praise and great glory to the mighty, mighty, mighty Most High, the existing one and only one of our fathers. Shabbat Shalom, Israel. This is your brother and Little Miss Oreo is her name. The coloring suits her. You know, it's like little Oreo ice cream and just as sweet as candy. That's the name of my little puppy. Yeah, sweet as candy, as long as I can keep her from pissing on my pillows. You know, sometimes, you know, I have pillows behind my back when I'm on the couch, and she's nailed every one of them. Anyway, this is your brother, Brother Deshaun, coming at you one more again with another lesson on this blessed Sabbath. How deep does our curses go, Israel? Because we serve a creator that is deeper than most of us choose to realize. The Most High has given us vital information in Deuteronomy chapter 28 that a lot of people glance over and don't realize that we are, in fact, not only the children of Israel, but a destroyed people. Deuteronomy 28:63. And it shall come to pass, as the Most High rejoice over you to do you good, and to multiply you, so the Most High will rejoice over you to destroy you, and ye shall be quickly removed from the land, into which ye go to inherit it. Let's do some quick shout outs. Ken Red, much love. Happy Sabbath, brother. Omar Morrison, my beloved brother. Shabbat Shalom. Newly awakened. Enjoy your day of rest. Danya Bina, much love, royalty. Master TV, the ET Torah teacher. Keep on keeping on, my brother. Booyah, Israel. All praise to the great and great glory to the mighty Most High. Much love, brother. Music lover forever. I pray that you're having decent weather over there in Australia. Gerald Zwain from Holland. Wow. Much love, brother. And happy Sabbath to you and yours. Appreciate you being here to come to this truth of the mighty Most High. No bullshit. Cut and dry truth. Our feelings are not facts, Israel. But we are the children of Israel that has been destroyed well over 4 generations. Well over 600 years, to be exact. Well, that I know of. You know, a lot of us walk around like there's nothing wrong, like there's nothing happening. You know, we ignore the elephant in the room, when in fact, we are the most powerful nation that had ever been and ever will be. Formed from the mud by the mighty Most High, with the spirit of the mighty Most High breathed into us. And the other nations that were here before us were jealous and wroth. And it took a little time for us to finally fall, did it not? A series of events of a stiff-necked, disobedient nation that the Most High still to this day loves as the apple of his eye. Oh yeah, one more shout out to young Miss Elizabeth. Thank you, young sister, for the name Oreo. It suits my little baby just fine. Hosea 4:6. My people are like as if they had no knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt not minister as priest to me. And as thou hast forgotten the law of thy Most High, I also will forget thy children. Punishing to the iniquity, to the fourth generation, to the children of those that hate me. You know, over time, our ancestors took for granted that which is to love and do nothing but good to us. But because our fathers broke the holy covenant, we were brought down to the lowest of the low. But one of the beauties of being where we're at is that this last generation is learning to appreciate the love, the generosity, and the might, and to fear the mighty Most High, as he would have our ancestors, our fathers, to have done it. It has been a long, hellacious captivity. And there are too many of us running around looking like us that are okay with living in the cities, okay with being amongst them, when the Most High told us to depart from thence, to come out of her, my people. We have taken on so much of the heathen, their jealousy, their strife, their contention, when the Most High would have none of us to have any hatred or jealousy or strife or contention in our hearts towards our brothers. Why? Because we are the children of Israel, and we are supposed to know better. We are to come out of her, my people, and come out of this world, the way they think, the way they talk, the way they dress, the bullshit that they watch on TV, all of it. You know, myself, it has been a hellacious captivity out here. And I have realized, you know, through the teachings of my beloved teacher and our priest and his son, that, you know, we, as a nation, we got a long way to go, but we got a short time to get there. You know, the Most High is just about done waiting for us to get our shit together. He told us to put evil from our midst, and to stop behaving like them. You know, what was it? They had the light-skinned one fighting against the dark-skinned one. You know, they had, eventually they put our women against our men. You know, no respect for the old and no regard for the young. You know, you got children out here that men that don't even respect their fathers. Curses all up and down. I did not know my father until I was 37 years old. And since I met him, I realized that he was not ready at 18 to be a father. Yeah, he flat out told me that. And it really hurt. But when I met him, I came into the truth. Because, see, I dealt with stepfather after stepfather, boyfriend after boyfriend. And a lot of us understand what it means when our moms, unknowingly remind us that we look like our fathers, and they treat us like shit because of it, because they still have anger and strife in their hearts towards the man that got them pregnant. Oh yeah. But what does the scripture say? Honor thy father and thy mother, so that thy life may be prolonged upon the earth. All praise and great glory to the mighty Most High. These are generational curses. And being out here in this desert, I have no choice but to see. The Most High comes with this big old mirror. Remember when you did this? Remember when you did this? Remember when you thought this? Remember when you thought about this? Visiting to the iniquity of the children of the fathers of the fourth generation of those that hate me. I see a lot of similarities in myself and my father. And I often wonder about the father before him, and the father before him, and the father before him. Looking inward at my shit, I see that my ancestors, I share a lot of what got my particular family here in the first place. Yeah, a lot of us were spread out, and they sold babies and they sold wives and they broke our families up. But I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of similarities in my father's curses as well as my own. Anyway, let's continue. In reference to Deuteronomy 28:43, and the trapdoors that can leave you reprobate. We have a short amount of time to put aside our feelings and victimhood and let this world go. Stop building up hatred and strife towards our brothers and our sisters, and do our own individual part to make it right with the Most High. As far as my father's fathers, and doing my best to be a part of the solution rather than the problem. None of us are perfect, but the scriptures tell us we can be angry, but don't sin. Our people love to be niggerish. We were molded to be that way. We love to disrespect the old and the young, the man and the woman. We were molded that way. These heathen are laughing at us, Israel. But pretty soon, they ain't gonna be laughing at shit. All praise and great glory to the mighty Most High. Hold on there, baby. Stop chewing on my hand. Ouch. I'm gonna beat you up. Ouch. I'm gonna beat you. Quit it. Goodness, girl. Look, fucking teeth are like daggers. Little Miss Oreo. I love that name. Deuteronomy 28:43 through 44. The stranger that is within thee shall get up very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Key word, the stranger that is within thee. Not within the midst of thee. It's inside of you, Israel. It's you. Our ancestors during the first Exodus were given everything on a silver platter, even though we were filthy. The Most High led us through the desert for 40 years on a journey that only should have taken 3 days. We built golden calf when Moses was up there getting the 10 commandments from the Most High. We are an ungrateful, jealous, zealous, angry ass nation, full of victims. We, our fathers individually, and we as a nation, broke the holy covenant of the Most High. And a lot of us continue to play the victim because we don't fear the Most High. And we don't fear what's coming. This world is cashed. How much time do we have to get as much right as we can before that fire that comes before the Most High finishes the job? The stranger that is within thee shall get up very high, and thou shalt come down very low. It's talking about the spirit within us. We wrestle not against flesh and bone, but against principalities in high places. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. It's knowledge and understanding and doing what's right. Coming out of these curses. He shall be the head. That's the stranger within you, Israel. And thou shalt be the tail. For a long time, I thought that was talking about these other nations, the Asians, this one and that one, or whoever. No, it's talking about you individually. It's talking about me individually. Oh yeah. The Most High is a lot deeper than a lot of us realize. And so is his love for his apple of his eye. But we are not going to be hand given on a silver platter shit anymore. We have to earn our way up out of this captivity. And we have to earn our way to avoid that fire as much as possible. I love this picture. What's wrong with you, girl? Can I do this video, please? Surface knowledge profits no man. The God of Israel is very deep, and so are the trap doors of our curses. Look at these churches. Look at these pork chop preachers. Look at these idolized rappers, these politicians, you know, these so-called community leaders. They're getting their asses handed to them. A lot of them, most of them are being ousted for being gay, carnal, having a bunch of kids, you know, embezzlement, you name it. The Most High is exposing the wickedness of this world and those of us that choose to continue to be among them. Stockholm syndrome. The physiological tendency of a hostage to bond with, identify with, or sympathize with his or her captive. Daughters of Zion, you are the most beautiful women in the world. You don't need their makeup, their blue contacts, and their blonde hair. Our women's hair grows up to the sky, not down to the ground. I remember as a kid in the 70s, my mother and every woman, I was like, wow, they're so beautiful. They got these afros, and remember that Stay Soft? Used to spray that stuff in their hair. I mean, their hair in that pink oil. I mean, sisters, you are beautiful. This picture here is a prime example of destruction that is within our brains, the stranger that is within us. The Most High is pure and direct, and we need to follow suit. Deuteronomy 28:66 through 67. And thy life shall be in suspense before thine eyes, and thou shalt be afraid by day and by night, and thou shalt have no assurance of thy life. It's probably like a $300 or $3,000 watch, $1,000 suit, haircut, no beard. We're supposed to be nappy pappy. We're supposed to be set apart, different. I had a lot of expensive clothes when I was back in Michigan, and shoes and all that other stuff. And man, Rap the News destroyed all that for me. And I studied the fact that all of this stuff is worldly. Anything we think about for too long becomes idol worship. And the Most High said, have no other gods before me. It may seem innocent and all, but it's not. And everything we think, everything we do, and everything we say, there are consequences for that. And that is a part of the Most High's glorious balance. Deuteronomy 28:67. In the morning thou shalt say, would it were evening. And in the evening thou shalt say, would it were morning. Oops. For the fear of thine heart, which thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. In actuality, our people don't know which end is up because we have been stripped of our knowledge, understanding, and power. The Most High gave us He gave us a way to keep our land green. We had enough power to summons the weather. Israel, that's a part of our power that we had. No nation could come up against tiny Israel because we were whooping everybody's asses. But when we stopped obeying and we took on the ways of the heathen, we slowly started to fall. And when we fell, did we not? Deuteronomy 28:54. He that is tender and very delicate within thee shall look with an evil eye upon his brother, and the wife in his bosom, and the children that are left, which may have been left of him. 55. So as not to give to one of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he have not left him thy straitness, and in thy affliction, with which thine enemies shall afflict thee all afflict thee in all thy cities. Excuse me. Damn it. You know, I went through a serious ordeal out here, as most of us know, because I felt like a punk because I refused to fight with my brothers and shed blood on this land. They didn't have to understand that, but I do. We have no time to be pussyfooting around and fist fighting and all this other stuff. I just saw one at a gas station the other day. There was two guys in there just wailing on each other over some girl. She ain't your girl. It was just your time. You know, the Most High told us not to have any strife and contention towards our brothers. There's fucking punishment for that. There is severe punishment for that. You know, what did we used to do to those children that looked like us, but they weren't us? We took them to the elders after they would not listen to their father and they would not listen to their mothers. We took them to the elders and they took them to the edge of the city and they stoned their asses. That was to keep the Gentile from amongst us. You better believe it. And it's going back to that. But the Most High is going to do it. Leviticus 19:16. Thou shalt not walk deceitfully among thy people. Thou shalt not rise up against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Most High, your God. There's too many of us want to keep it real. Think they got some fucking knowledge and they ain't got knowledge on shit. The only knowledge that they're going to have is going to be too late. They're going to be sitting in that damn fire talking about some, what's cooking? Oh, that's my ass. That's what victimhood, self-centeredness, and knowledge of this world will give us. The fucking fire. We are not to hate the children of our people. And talebearers and other retards are going to get that fucking fire. And they are in danger of becoming reprobate. I ain't talking to nobody personally, but you know what I saw the other day, man, that was crazy. You're fighting over a girl. You know, these men, one of them looked like he was as old as my dad. My dad's in his 60s. Biblical definition of reprobate. And that's dictionary.com. A person rejected by the Most High and beyond hope of salvation. They refuse to let go of this world. They refuse to do what the scriptures tell them to. They refuse to study enough to get a deeper understanding on our deep Almighty God. Deuteronomy 28:64 through 65. And the Most High, thy God, shall scatter thee among all nations, from one end of the earth to the other. And thou shalt there serve other gods, wood and stone. These are primarily Septuagint translations. Which thou hast not known, nor thy fathers. Moreover, among these nations, he will not give thee quiet, neither by any means shall the sole of thy foot have rest. And the Most High shall give thee there another and a misgiving heart, and failing eyes, and wasting soul. Again, these curses have beaten us to holy hell. We are on hell. This earth is hell. And anybody that's satisfied with this world and satisfied with the actions of the heathen and swear by them and live by them, woe be unto you. There's nothing fair. The Most High's balance is fair and just. A lot of us, getting slapped upside the head like, damn, what the hell? Why does this keep happening? Because it's supposed to. A lot of us are going through so much crap right now. But myself, I don't question it. Because I know in my heart I'm working off some iniquity. Of not only mine, but of my father's. And whenever my tires are flat, or whenever Sneaky sneaks up on me and sends me over that fence, all I can say is all praise and great glory to the mighty Most High. We accept the good with the bad. We be grateful for also the bad. And we show the Most High our humbleness, our true humbleness. Here very soon is the Day of Atonement. And are we sure that this is not the last Day of Atonement? Are we sure that this is not our last and final opportunity to make it right with our fathers, with our mothers, with our brothers, with our sisters, with our neighbors, with our cousins? Everything we do and everything we say, Israel, we will be held accountable for it. And every bit of hate, strife, contention, jealousy, or whatever is in our hearts, we are fucked. The best thing for us to do is to make amends and atone as best we can. If you cannot make it right with that person that you harmed, go give to somebody. Give somebody a sandwich. I gave this guy a ride the other day. He wasn't going far. But that dude was, wow. He didn't smell too good. And I could tell he didn't feel too good. Some of us think that we have it bad, but there is always somebody that's got it worse than us. Am I lying? But that ride made him feel a little better. The conversation and the love, I'm sure, made him feel a little bit better. You know, being treated like another man made him feel a little bit better. Instead of being looked down on because he didn't have no freaking car, because he didn't smell too good, and he didn't look too good. Let's continue. We serve other gods, even wood and stone. We have been beat down with this Christianity in white and blackface. Have no other gods with me. Jake can't understand that. Our ancestors didn't have Yahweh Shai or chicken and rice. We had exactly what we have now. The great and terrible I Am. The mighty, mighty, mighty Most High. The existing one and only one of our fathers. We don't need no mediator when we ain't feeling too good or when we feel lonely. We go to him. And he is blessing us, some of us, with the opportunity to be with like-minded. I know I am. And I got two brothers that we prayed this morning or earlier today with, and I had to call one of my sisters and pray with her too. A family that prays together, stays together. All praise and great glory to the mighty Most High. There's the stone. Good old Mecca. You know, our people are so destroyed. You know, a lot of our men go to prison and they become Muslims because they don't want to worship chicken and rice with blonde hair and blue eyes. But a lot of them Muslims don't freaking like us either. They were a part of putting us into captivity, trotting us down. Our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And the knowledge is there's only one God, and that is the mighty Most High. And he exists. He exists alone. And his name alone is excellent. All praise and great glory to the mighty Most High. I had to add this in there. Doesn't that look good? That's some chicken and rice for you right there. Damn. Quit licking your lips there, little Oreo. You don't eat people food. What does the Most High God actually want us to be doing right now? Right now. Leviticus 26, 40 through 43. And they shall confess their sins and the sins of their fathers, that they have transgressed and neglected me, and that they have walked previously before me. And I walked with them with a perverse mind, and will destroy them in the land of their enemies. Then shall their uncircumcised heart be ashamed, and then shall they acquiesce in the punishment of their sins. That is what we're supposed to be doing. That brother Deshaun's a piece of shit, okay? And find out how much a piece of shit I am, because I'm out here repenting my ass off. It's fucking hard living out here in this desert. But you know what? The Most High is out here with me. And I will remember the covenant of Jacob, and the covenant of Isaac, and the covenant of Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land. Our people, our men, the northern and the southern kingdom were in there tearing up each other's food and provisions and water when our beloved nation was surrounded by Rome and the other 9 nations, as it is in Psalm 83. And we all know what happened after that. It took them 3 months. And they were crucifying our people. They were cutting babies out of women. They were doing all kinds of disgusting, detestable things. You know, all this shit that Edom likes to say that we all about, they're the ones that taught us a bunch of this shit. They're the ones that were buck breaking our men in front of their wives and their children and their brothers and their sisters. We have to unlearn what we have learned and have a deeper understanding on what our Creator is telling us, because He is literally throwing information at our direction to be ye separate, or your ass will get crazier and crazier, and your world will continue to crash down further and further and further. And the land shall be left of them. Then the land shall enjoy her Sabbaths. Okay, y'all can go ahead and read Leviticus 26:40 through 43 on your own. Everything else is bullshit. We are to be, and listen, to the naysayers, I'm trying to help you to save your soul. This is true wisdom. We are to be looking in the mirror and understanding who we are as a child of Israel, who we came from, and what these curses mean, and what we need to come up out of these curses. We have been taught wrong. They killed off our wisdom, and there is no respect for the old anymore. %60 of the abortions, well, now I don't know about 60%, but a lot of them are of our nation. We have to be willing to talk about the most uncomfortable shit, because we also have to be willing to hug the one that is most uncomfortable in our lives. Because if we want true forgiveness from that fire that's going to be on our asses, we have to be able to do so. We have to be able to forgive. We have to be able to swallow our pride and bullshit and soldier on in His name. We have to be willing to let this world go and stop bullshitting ourselves. There are no victims. If there ever was a victim, there was the one true power that we had and we still have, that gave us everything and fed us to the full, and wishes continuously to do us nothing but good. But we're here because we have to fucking pay. Not only our fathers that screwed up, but us also. That's a part of His fair and balanced judgment. We're about to be pulled out of here, Israel. And we need to get our shit together. Because if we don't, the ground, there's nothing new under the sun. Giant scorpions are going to be coming out and slaying a lot of our people. Giant snakes are going to be coming out and biting the shit out of and killing a lot of our people. And the ground is going to open up and swallow men, women, and children. That is the true God that we serve. Not some sweet little disco duck running around. We serve the greatest power that ever is, ever was, and ever will be. And he ain't taking none of our victimhood and our bullshit. You know, in the past 3 years, just about, I've been out here, I have learned that I am no fucking victim. And that there is a lot that I have been working on, and there's a lot that I'm still working on. Not one of us is perfect. But because I don't want that fire on my ass, when I say I love you, Israel, I truly mean it. And also because it is in my heart to love. I don't abhor Esau. Most High said, do not abhor Esau because he is your brother. I don't abhor anybody. There's a lot of people that I wouldn't stand next to. You know, I wouldn't throw them as far as I could. But the Most High knows the heart. He tries the reins. He knows what's really in our heart. And we can hide that shit from chicken and rice, but we can't hide shit from the Most High. He knows every hair on your head, Israel, every single one of them. And he knows exactly what's in your heart. Strife, contention, hatred, wanting to fight all the fucking time. That is punishable by not only the fire, but if your scales are not balanced, it's punishable by death. Leviticus 23 through 25. You know, we got the Feast of Trumpets coming up on the 1st, according to the lunar calendar. You know, we got the Day of Atonement coming up on the 10th day of that month. In Leviticus 26:31, the Creator said, what? Ye shall do no manner of work. It is a perpetual statute throughout your generations in all your habitations. Isaiah 52:11. Depart ye, depart, go out from thence, and touch not the unclean thing. Go ye out of the midst of her. Separate yourselves, ye that bear the vessel of the mighty Most High. One second. This is what I'm afraid of. And this is why I avoid bullshit. I avoid my heart being full of strife and contention, because that is punishable by fire and death. Those of us that love to fight, And those of us that continue to play the victim, we're supposed to fight with these, these demons with these scriptures, because you have that authority, son of man. But anything else, Romans 1:28. And I said all of these scriptures are primarily Septuagint. This one is KJV. And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient. Worldly bullshit and playing footsie games and all that other stuff, and going to hang out with Pookie, Ray Ray, Shanae, and Twisty and all that other crap. Gang banging. Getting over on people. Playing the victim. Lies and all that other kind of crap will get your ass burnt. And when it comes, it's going to be too late. Now is the time, Israel, for us to fix as much as we can while we can. The Most High has given us a huge amount of time. He is slow to anger, but very soon it's about to be hell to pay the fucking captain. Israel and the stranger that is amongst us. If nobody told you that they loved you today, on this blessed Sabbath, with this spirit and this truth and this knowledge and this understanding, Brother Deshaun would like to say that I love each and every one of you. And for the love of Rap, that's Rap's wife, beloved sister, thank you for those edifying meals that you served up this evening. And again, Sister Elizabeth, thank you for the name Oreo. Man, every time I say that and then I start thinking about chicken and rice, I get hungry. Good thing I got something kosher in here to eat. Yeah, I'm not fasting this weekend. I did a little bit of that earlier. But yeah, Brother Deshaun is doing well. Our people don't even deserve to breathe. That's how bad we screwed up. Let's continue, Israel, to face the elephant in the room and to rise up out of this filthiness known as the Gentile life and strive to continue to climb to be the Most High's royal priesthood, which we are still to this day. Much love. Shalom.